Our cellular networks have seen significant change, and improvements to voice and data access have continuously improved over time. In this video, you'll learn about GSM, schema, 3G, 4G, and 5G technologies. Many of the things we do in our normal workday involve using our mobile phones. These are our cell phones, and we call them cell phones because they are using a cellular network. We call it cellular because we are separating up the geography of an area into sections or cells. And we put antennas at the edges of those cells so that we're able to maintain connectivity wherever we might happen to travel. Some of the original cellular networks were called 2G networks, and they consisted of two global standards. One of these standards was GSM, or the Global System for Mobile Communications, and the other one is schema, or Code Division Multiple Access. Both of these standards were very good for voice communication, but they had very limited support for sending data over these wireless networks. They were originally circuits which networks and really had to be upgraded to allow some type of data connectivity. GSM was a big part of that very early cellular network, GSM being the Global System for Mobile Communications. GSM was about 90% of the worldwide market. It was a standard in the European Union and allowed you to have coverage wherever you happened to travel in the world. In the United States, common GSM networks were the AT&T network and T-Mobile network. This GSM network allowed you to have all of your phone configurations on a subscriber identity module or a SIM card. And you can move that card from phone to phone, and your phone number would follow you depending on where that SIM card happened to be. This GSM standard used multiplexing to be able to have many people communicating at the same time over the same frequencies. Every user got a little slice of time and could send the information while other people were also conversing on that same network. This allowed people to perform voice communication, data communication, and combine all of that across many people in one single geographic area. Schema is the code division multiple access, and as the name implies, you can have multiple people communicating over this network. But as they were sending information, they were sending it with a particular code. Each call used a different code to be able to communicate, which meant that the handset that you were using could filter out codes that weren't important to your conversation and focused only on the code specific between you and who you're talking to. In the United States, schema was commonly used by Verizon and Sprint. They controlled exactly what handsets you were able to use on those networks. And unfortunately, schema wasn't popular in other parts of the world or with other providers. As more people needed additional capabilities on these mobile networks, we needed newer standards that provided additional features. One of these newer standards was the third generation, or 3G technologies, that we introduced in 1998. This allowed us to have much more capabilities for the data that we were sending from our mobile devices. And we had additional speed, so we could send more of that data much faster over these same networks. Usually we got about several megabits per second of speed over the best possible 3G connectivity. With these enhanced speeds, we were able to introduce new capabilities for our mobile handsets, such as GPS, mobile television, streaming video and streaming audio, or video on demand. It became very clear that the separation between GSM and schema was creating a number of challenges for users that wanted to move between different providers or use different networks that might be available in their area. To be able to converge these together, we introduced LTE. This is for G technology in the cellular world, and LTE stands for long-term evolution.